Hi everyone, this is our team and we will be presenting DevOps continuous deployment pipeline that we have developed over the semester. As you can see, we have 4 milestones and how the pipeline was built incrementally across the milestones. Our first milestone was the configuration management, in which we automatically provisioned and configured VirtualBox servers using Ansible and Vagrant. We created Jenkins server using Ansible and deployed 2 applications, Checkbox and iTrust. Checkbox is a Node.js application and we use Docker container to deploy iTrust, a Java application. Our second milestone was test and analysis, in which we extended the previous milestone and added test suite and reports. We developed a fuzzer for iTrust to generate 100 random commits in fuzzer branch and also a useless test detector to test those commits. This is the screenshot of number of useless tests that were detected across 100 builds. And we also created analysis tool for the checkbox, in which we failed a build of checkbox for certain conditions. As you can see over here, that first build was failed because of the maxing calls and the second failure was because of the long method. Our third milestone was deployment. For the first part of our milestone, we shifted our infrastructure to AWS EC2 using the same definition as that of milestones 2, except for the fuzzer part. For our second part, we created Nomad and Redis clusters. In Nomad clusters, we created 2 clients and show that the another client takes over if one fails. Whereas in Redis cluster, we created 2 slaves to reflect the changes made in the server and implemented the feature flag functionality. For our third part, we deployed 2 EC2 instances, stable and canary release for the checkbox application. We developed a load balancer to distribute traffic 60-40 ratio. We also created a polling agent to continuously check the status of canary application. If it gives an error, then polling agent will send signal to load balancer to divert 100% of our traffic to stable release. Our last part of the third milestone was a rolling updates, in which we deployed updates in iTrust EC2 cluster in a way that every time rest of the EC2 instances were available to the customers when one server was getting updated. In our entire third milestone, all the builds were triggered using Git hooks. Our last and special milestone is to create a performance monitoring mechanism for AWS infrastructure as well as a checkbox application. So we are going to cover both infrastructure and software as a service. Since the application is deployed distributedly across AWS cluster, we realized how crucial it is to have a real-time error tracing and performance monitoring once the pipeline is deployed, and therefore we are going to implement a new Relic performance monitoring.
So as you can see over here, we have APM in infrastructure both. So for APM, we added the new Relic agent into the checkbox.io application, and for infra part, we added new Relic agent in all servers, which contains both iTrust and checkbox applications. And so for APM, we monitor throughput, memory usage, CPU usage, and database transactions, whereas for infra part, we monitor network traffic, storage data, process data, events data. So for APM, we automated this agent installation using Ansible and also the code change in the checkbox part, whereas for infra part, we automated the new Relic agent using Ansible script. So this is the dashboard that we have right now. This is the insights part. So when we go to infrastructure part, so we can see that we have total of 14 hosts, and this is a network part, whereas this is a storage part and process part. So as and when we can click on the different servers. So we have a list of servers over here, which we can filter out. And when it comes to APM, for like our convenience, I have distributed the checkbox application into Redis canary and normal checkbox part. So if I go to, let's say, checkbox canary, then I can see that the web transaction time is over here, like this many of transaction happens, and it will also drill down our database transactions, load segregate collection studies, insert how much time someone's taking. So if let's say some database is taking more time than expected, then it will tell us that this is the reason it is failing. And so here is our Ansible script that we have used to install our new Relic part, and this is the checkbox server modification, in which we have added that require new Relic part, and also in the package.json we have added that new Relic infrastructure. So we'll clone this repo whenever we want to install checkbox, and new Relic agent will be installed and it will start sending data to this particular thing. Thank you.